everyone, and welcome to episode 52 of United City Randomiser. Well, what can I tell you? We've been on a really amazing run of decent form, lots of decent wins, couple of draws, and it's really made the last bit of the season, the last game of the season, very interesting for all number of reasons. Now, if you've joined us for a while in this season, you'll remember that Leipzig have quite a big lead at the top of the division, and there's a really tight-knit chasing pack that are all trying to hunt them down, but it wasn't really working. Well, things have certainly changed. If we find Leipzig, where are they? I knew they were here somewhere. There they are. If we go and have a look at their recent run of form, you'll be able to see that they've been on a really poor run of form to close the season off. Look at all those losses in the last few months, and all that has meant a really amazing last day of the season coming up. So if we go and have a look at the league, the league situation as we see it, one game left, and there are 4 teams that could potentially win the title depending on results. Now, none of them are playing each other. They're all playing reasonably okay games, I would suggest, including us. We have Frankfurt, and they're sitting in 14th. So, and we are part of those 4. We could potentially win the league. Now, I don't think we're going to. There are 3 teams above us, and all 3 results would have to go in our favour in some way, and we'd have to win our game for it to happen. But this is football and Football Manager, and you never quite know. So I'm slightly staggered by it. It's caught me by surprise in the last couple of games as I was leading up to it. I could see it sort of coming, but for Leipzig to lose the lead that they have had at the top of the table, and for us all to be in with a shout on the last day is quite something. I'd be really interested from your experience to see whether anybody else has had more, 4 or more sides in the last day that all could win the title. But there we are. I don't really have anything else to say about it other than it's completely insane. It's not supposed to happen that we could potentially get a chance to win the league. As I say, I don't think we will, just because I think there's some good sides above us, but you never can tell. So with that in mind, we've got to go in and have a look at our side for today. And obviously we're going to put as much of our first team side out as is possible. And you can see that other than Siflidis and maybe Mania, although he hasn't performed very well this season, that's something that we'll have to figure out in the summer. But Siflidis, unfortunately, is out for a couple of weeks and so isn't available. That's the only major issue that we've got in our side. So Bischler has come into the side, and we put Burnich on the bench just to put a bit of experience on the bench. Other than that, it's the side that you would expect us to be putting out, really, because of form and other bits and pieces. So it's Kabul in goal, Klunter at right back, DeMarco at left back, Gimber and Kempf in the centre of defence, Saiki is the deep-lying playmaker, Bischler comes in on the central midfield support role, Gravenberch is the Metzaler on attacking role, Gundogdu on the right, Davies on the left, and Fabio Silva up top. That's the side that we're putting out, with the bench of Horacio, De Silva, Burnich, Mount, Sveiger, Wilson and Rollheiser. So you can see everything's pretty good other than Siflidis missing. Let's go and look at the fixture list for today. Let's do that. Let's go and have a look at the fixture list. So here's the fixture list. So we're looking for the likes of Leipzig are in 3rd. They're playing Mainz in 15th. We're looking for Bayern Munich. They're sitting in 1st as we speak. They've got Mönchengladbach, who are sitting in 11th. And the last one is Hoffenheim, and they're playing Werder Bremen in 13th. And then we're in 4th, and we play 14th place Frankfurt. So you can see all 4 of us have pretty much got winnable games. But as I say, you never quite know what's going to happen in football, and especially not in Football Manager. Strange things happen. But the thing that we can control is to go and win our game. So that's all we're going to focus on. I'm not going to be putting league tables up or anything like that as we play. I'm just going to leave it blank, and we're going to play our game, and we're going to try and win it, and then we'll see where that leaves us at the end of the 90 minutes. So that's the build-up. It's a mad game. I'm slightly bewildered by it because it just wasn't supposed to happen. But, that is the way that this season has gone so far. So we will take the opportunity, hopefully, to win and see where that leaves us. So let's get into the game and see what happens. So you can see that Frankfurt are going to be playing a 4-5-1, 4-1-4-1, whichever way you want to call it, but that's going to be quite hard to break down. I'm not sure our controlled possession style of play will do that or not. Hopefully we'll be able to move the ball around enough to get them chasing it and open up some spaces, but if we can't, later in the game we'll talk about potentially going to the gegenpress and really pushing them higher up the pitch to see if we can get the ball back earlier and counter-attack on them. But that's the two formations as we see it at the beginning of the game. So what we're going to do, we're going to be a bit calm. We're going to try and suppress all the talk about title wins and stuff. We'll just say we've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. Hasn't done much to motivate them, but it hasn't overawed them with pressure either, I wouldn't have thought particularly. So we'll see how that goes. So it's our home game. We got kickoff, but the highlight at the beginning didn't lead to much. But Grevenbuch on the free kick, and he went high and wide, which was unfortunate, but a decent opportunity to get a shot at goal. Didn't quite take it, but there we are. Now we get an opportunity to build up from the back, and DiMarco has it down the left-hand side, and Grevenbuch again going to be central to most things today, I would imagine. And we keep the ball well and use the space wide, trying to draw them out from their defensive formation, trying to encourage them to come out and challenge for the ball and create some space, which we've done a little bit. You saw the run from Klunter, but nobody spotted it and didn't use it. But it's gone right the way back, keeping hold of the ball, using our controlled possession tactic, not rushing, but moving the ball well, getting some space out wide again. Davies cuts in, goes past a couple, and Silva on the swivel, left-footed, powered it past the goalkeeper. Really lovely bit of a run from Davies on the left-hand side. You can see when he gets it in a second here, he uses his pace to get past a couple of players there, pokes the ball through to Silva, and if he isn't offside, there's a lovely finish from Silva on his left foot, straight past the goalkeeper into bottom corner of the goal. Are we going to get an offside ruling? No, that's fine there, but that's not the one we're after. It's this one here. But they didn't give it. It's fine. We got a goal, 1-0 up after 9 minutes or so of play. And that's a brilliant start. DiMarco with the cross. And again, we had an opportunity on the header, but it goes over the top of the bar. I think it was from Bischler. But a decent start. Can we maintain that? No, we can't. We gave it poorly away off a throw-in, and they made us pay for it. This is shocking. And such a big, important game. I've never seen us do this off a throw-in before. But look at this. Gimber, why is he taking it for a start? He's not our throw-in taker. And he tries to get it to Bischler, and it just gets intercepted, and Di Matta powers forward, puts it past the goalkeeper, and we're left bewildered a little bit. And it's 1-1 after 16 minutes. And that's not what I imagined was going to happen, to be honest, when we got an early lead. But there we are. You can see our possession stats are decent. We've had decent amount of shots, only a couple on target, which is not a positive, a negative, should I say. But another opportunity here for a throw-in. Gundogdo on the edge of the box and Bischler on the far post. But I think there might have been an offside there. Is there an offside there? I'm a bit dubious about that one. Let's just wait and see. So you can see that Klunter with the throw-in gets it to Gundogdo, and it's Bischler on the far post. But have the defence moved out at that point? I think they might have. We'll see it on this one. Yeah. Oh, is it going to give it? They're not going to give it. It wasn't Bischler that was offside, and they're not going to give it. Wow, we got a goal. That was a bizarre decision, considering that one of our players was pretty much standing in and around the goalkeeper. But there we are. We'll take it. 2-1, leading up to half-time. Can we get into half-time at 2-1 and just see where everybody else is at in terms of the title race? We can. 2-1. So Hoffenheim are drawing, so that's a positive result. Leipzig are getting thumped by Mainz, which is brilliant. But there's the issue. The issue is Bayern Munich. They're 3-1 up comfortably over Borussia Mönchengladbach, and that's a bit of a problem in terms of winning the title. But we've got a positive opportunity to get a couple of higher positions in the table, which would be amazing. So let's hand over to the assistant. We should challenge the team to go out and prove a point. Just get them to do that. You can see we got a couple of problems in terms of Gimber is on a 6 rating, which is very poor. So we'll have to pay attention to that later in the game. But there's the end of the team talk. Go back in, give them all a chance to improve in the first sort of 10-15 minutes of the second half and see whether they can get another goal maybe and give us some breathing room so we can then think about what we want to do to close the game up. But as it stands at the moment, the game is too even really for my liking. We've had decent possession, but not enough. It's not dominant enough, and we've got more shots, but they're still in the game, which is a problem. We cleared the ball nicely on that occasion, but they bring it straight back at us from their defensive area into midfield, and again with their patient build-up, and he gets it on his left foot, and triple save by Kabul. What a brilliant triple save that was, from a long shot and then a couple of really close range ones, and he kept parrying and blocking and getting his head in the way or whatever he used, I don't know, but it was brilliant goalkeeping to keep us at 2-1. We're at 72 minutes, so I'm going to pause the game there, and we're going to make a couple of substitutions just to see us through the game. Gimbra's now got a yellow card as well as a low average rating, so we're going to bring Horacio on just to hopefully secure that a little bit, and then we're going to take Davies off and put Wilson on, and we're going to take Gravenberch off and put Mount on. I think those two attacking players will help us in the final third of the pitch. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to unpause the game and go into the last 15 minutes and see if we can hold on to this relatively slender lead. Here's an opportunity for us on the throw-in. Wilson at the near post headers it towards goal, but it goes slightly wide and a bit high, I would imagine, too. And that didn't trouble the goalkeeper. But again, we had a good opportunity. Saiki with a decent foot in that recovers possession for us off their throw-in. And now we get an opportunity to build again and try and maintain possession and make them run around chasing the ball and coming out of their defensive shape a little bit to give us some space to work in. And there was a coming together there. What will the decision be? Looks like their number 9 is in trouble. But in what way? What does it give him? He goes for a pocket, and it's his second yellow card, and he's off the pitch. And that takes them down to 10 men and really enables us to breathe a little bit, I hope, in the last few minutes of the game and see this one out. So that's a positive result for us. 2-1 leading up to the 90th minute. There we go. We've got 3 minutes of added time. Can we keep the ball well enough away from them to enable us to get a decent win? And that secures it. Mount with a lovely shot at goal. And he really powers it past the goalkeeper, really places it very nicely, and the goalkeeper doesn't stand a chance. And that secures the win for us. It won't secure the title. You've been seeing potentially in the top left-hand corner here some scorelines come in, and Bayern Munich are comfortably winning their game. So it looks like they're going to win the title. But if a couple of other results have gone our way, that might bump us up a couple of positions. We'll see. But I'm going to say that was... passionately, I'm going to say I'm very happy with the way that you played. Allow them to be happy with that, and then we'll go and check out what happened in the league positions and how that title decider finished. Look at that. I didn't think we were going to win the title, and if I'm honest, that's just the way it is. But we finished second. United City finished second in the Bundesliga, and we were 2 points behind Bayern Munich, who won it. And we overtook Hoffenheim and Leipzig on the last day. What an amazing last day that is. I mean, Bayern absolutely tonked Borussia Mönchengladbach to win the title. So that's fine. That's Bayern Munich all over for you. But we finished second in the Bundesliga, and I'm absolutely blown away by that. Thank you, Leipzig, for faffing your lines a bit and fluffing them up and allowing a lead to slip to enable all of us to come back at you and provide such a weird end of season. Curtain comes down on the Bundesliga. We've got payouts. We qualify for the Champions League, which is great. Here we go. Board set initial budgets for next season. What are we going to get? Like 3 million or something? Oh dear. 16. Well, we could do something with that, but it's still not as high as I'd quite like. Decent wage budget. We'll see if we can move some of that around. We might sell a couple of players as well. But we've got 83 million for finishing second in the league. So if we come out of that page and go back into our finances, we got 89 in the bank. I'd have liked at least 20 million to be able to spend, to be honest. I think that's a little bit in my sleep, but there we go. We've got a decent amount of wage budget that we can do something with. And here endeth Season 5 of United City Randomiser. I think that's an incredible position to finish in. We won 18 of our 34, so it's not a huge amount of wins really over a season. And you can see that's why it was all so tight. Right the way down, it looks really tight, doesn't it? So, yeah, really interesting Season 5. I will go away and play through the summer and probably through the first couple of days of the season to get to the end of the transfer window, and then we'll come back again and see where that's left us for season 6. But for now, if you've enjoyed this series so far, why not subscribe to the channel? That helps you keep up to date with the videos. If you've enjoyed this episode, and I've had a great time, even though it was really fraught with lots of nerves and stuff at various points along the way, but if you have enjoyed this episode, why not chuck a like on it for me, and that will get me seen by lots of other people, which would be encouraging for me. But other than that, that's the end of season 5. We'll come back for season 6 and see whether we can make a real challenge for the title next season again. Going to be hard to do, but that's the intention. Until then, though, if you're playing Football Manager yourself, I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know about what's happening in your saves below in the comments. Until next time, though, take care of yourselves. I will see you soon, and bye for now. Thanks very much for watching this episode of the United City Randomiser save. If you enjoyed the video, then why not click on the like button, as that would really help me. If you think you know anyone who would really enjoy my Football Manager content, then feel free to share this with them. But most importantly, if you would like to join my United City here on YouTube, then hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my video releases. If you have anything you want to say about the United City save or the channel itself, then feel free to leave a comment below, but please try and be nice with each other. That'll do for today, so until next time, stay happy and healthy, and I will see you soon.